Be an update on my Cr80 1991 model. I am changing the fork oil in it, and basically what you do is you get fork oil or automatic transmission fluid. Seems to work pretty good. And you take a magnetic rod like this. This one extends, and you put some tape on the end of it, and then you loosen this up right here, and you crack this nut loose, and you take that out. And then there's another nut down here, and you can either take this out first or take the valve core, which is in the middle, which is that thing in the middle right there, that little dot that you can see there. And you take that out, or this, because if you don't take those out and you try draining the oil, it won't drain fast, it will just slowly drip. But then you take this out and you drain it into one of these so you can measure it. And you want to take and drain both sides into different containers, and then take and drain them into the same type of container and measure it with a measuring stick or something, like a tape measure or a measuring stick. And then once you have the top off and you've measured how much oil needs to go in it, you take this magnet and you put it down in there, and you can pull out several things. Like, this is a big spring, this comes out first. You can pull this out by hand just using your fingers, and then use the magnet to get out that second smaller spring that I have in there, and a little dampering piece, that's that little pipe part right in there. And then what you're going to want to do is get paint thinner and brake fluid and put them in a bottle like this, just a little bottle that you can put a lid on to shake it up. And you're going to want to shake it up and just have it all shooken up. Once you did, for every 1 part brake fluid, 2 parts of this, or just anything like that. And then you might also want to spray some of that in there, PB Blaster, or some of this stuff, which it's amazing what this stuff does. It's kind of like paint stripper, or paint thinner stuff, but it's a lot more aggressive. It's like lacquer thinner. And then once you have everything cleaned up, using like a rag that doesn't have dirt on it, and you put everything back in it, you're going to tighten up that bottom nut. Take this and don't put this in yet. Take and put a funnel where this goes, and pour your automatic transmission fluid in there, the right amount that you measured, and then put this nut on. And then you'll be done. I'll have a second part of once I cleaned everything and stuff, of me filling it and what the suspension feels like with the automatic transmission fluid in it. Because this stuff right here it looks like factory, and it seems to be completely junk. There was like a bunch of sandy stuff in the oil, and it was all over those parts too. So I'm going to have another update, and I'm going to make that video in a few more minutes, so it should be uploaded tonight too. So that's all.